Hi guys, this is Weekly Wax Melts number 25. I'm trying to upload this a little earlier today in hopes that the lighting will be a little bit better, but unfortunately, even though it's mid-afternoon, I still have all my kitchen lights on because it is yet another gray, gross, and yucky day in northern Wisconsin. We actually had our first below zero temps on Saturday. It was 10 below zero here. Those kind of temperatures are to be expected in like late December, even early December. I mean, we expect below zero temperatures here kind of at any point throughout the winter, but not so much in November. This has just been a really, really weird fall, and to have 10 below in November when our winters last into April, as a general rule, it wasn't very welcome. I also am going to apologize yet again for my appearance. My nails are beat to hell, and I am covered in sanding dust, and who knows, there might be a splatter of paint here and there as well. I've been doing a lot of crafting lately. It's probably a good thing you can't see my kitchen table right now because it is covered in pieces of reclaimed wood and spray cans of polyurethane and paint and brushes and sandpaper and you name it, it's on my kitchen table right now because I don't have a workshop that I can go into. So I do my sanding outside in the cold and then come in and do the rest on the kitchen table. So I thought I would take a break from my sign making and get this review uploaded for you guys. So I melted oatmeal butterscotch cookie this week. This is fantastic. I said in my last review that Victoria's butterscotch scent actually smells more like caramel to me than her actual caramel scent does, and this is no exception. It smells like rich, sweet, buttery caramel or butterscotch. Butterscotch and caramel really aren't that different when you stop to think about it, and this is fantastic. Now, her butterscotch does, to me, always have a little bit of nuttiness to it. So it almost smells like peanut brittle, which I love. And in here, I do get that little bit of nuttiness from the butterscotch, but I also can very easily smell the oatmeal and the cookie. So this is fantastic. You really need to give that one a try. It smells a little bit, this is another one that smells a little bit more like dough than an actual baked cookie, but either way, it's wonderful. I melted caramel hazelnut cream. Now this one, I only give 3 3/4 stars. I did get a little bit of nuttiness out of this, and I did get a little bit of the cream. The caramel, again, is that I'm beginning to discover that, to me, Victoria's caramel, I get that same almost peppery note, if you will, that I get from like creme brulee. That's what I get out of her caramel, and it's just not a note that's extremely pleasing to my nose. This was okay. It was relatively light in the warmer. Now this is one I've had around for a while. There's no date written on here, so I can't say how long I've had it. It was relatively light in the warmer. It lasted a long time. It just didn't have a really, really good throw. So again, I don't know if I said or not. This one I don't know. I'd probably rate this one 4 stars just because it did last so long. I melted honey spice cake. Now this one I give 3 3/4 stars. I smell the honey, and I smell a very nice sweet cinnamon, and I believe it's clove that I'm also smelling. I'm sorry, I just blew wax crumbles all over everything. I believe it's clove that I'm smelling, but I do not smell any cake in this at all. I smell no cake in it cold. I smelled no cake in it when it went in the warmer. To me, it actually smells more like tea, like brewed tea with honey and cinnamon in it. So, wasn't a big fan of that one. Wasn't terrible, but I just, wasn't fantastic to my nose. Oatmeal, milk, and honey. This is another one. I give this one 3.5 stars. I was hoping by the description, oatmeal, milk, and honey, that I was going to get more like a hot breakfast cereal, like porridge. And Victoria does have a scent called the porridge pot, which is more oatmeal, milk, honey, breakfast cereal. This is not. This is oatmeal, milk, and honey lotion. So if you like oatmeal, milk, and honey lotion, I'm sure you'll love this, because that's exactly what it smells like. It's just not the bakery scent that I was hoping for. And I'm not a huge fan of oatmeal, milk, and honey lotion. I put a smell on you. This I am a fan of. 5 stars on this one. This is a combination of Love Potion number 9, which is one of my favorite scents from Victoria, and Watermelon Cupcake, which I also really like. I would imagine that this is probably what Victoria's shop smells like when you walk into it. Now, I'm probably completely off base, but because I get a little perfuminess out of this, and a little bit of bakery and some creamy fruit. I'm not getting any earthiness or any floral notes like I would assume you would get from her shop, but this is so good. So good. It's sweet, almost to the point of being like bubblegum-like sweetness, but it doesn't smell like bubblegum. It's wonderful. Very, very long-lasting and an excellent thrower. So, I don't know. This is one that I would recommend to anybody. I personally don't think that there's anybody who wouldn't like this. But, we all have our preferences. So, there are scents that some people love that I don't like at all, and vice versa. So, I melted Eggnog. 5 stars on this one. Now, when I smelled this cold, I said, this does not smell like eggnog at all. And it really doesn't when it's cold. I get little hints of creaminess, and I get just a hint of, I don't know, I think it might be rum, now that I think about it. Because it's kind of like that same note that I get from like Victoria's rum raisin scent. So that might be what's in here. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Anyway, once this went in the warmer, it became eggnog. It is fantastic. This is a scent that I would love to have in cube melts or a gelato, or I love Victoria's cube melts. And I would melt this year round. It is so good. Not offensive in any way. Very strong, very long lasting. I don't know. This is another like peanut butter and jelly that kind of was a happy scent for me. So I really, really like this one. And cinnamon stick, 4 3/4 stars. This is another. I really like this. Now, I thought when I ordered this, I fully expected this to be one of those kind of stand-up, slap you in the face, overly strong cinnamons, which really wouldn't have bothered me because my husband and I both love the smell of cinnamon. This wasn't that, however. I mean, it's a very strong cinnamon. It is strong. It is very long-lasting, but not so strong that it's overbearing. It smells just like red hot candies. But it doesn't smell, it actually smells more like the candied shell on a red hot candy. You know, when you first pop that in your mouth and it's sweet, that's kind of, but you're still getting the taste of the cinnamon. That's what I get out of this. Once you suck that candy shell off, that's when you get bam, burning cinnamon on the end of your tongue. This is not that bam, burning cinnamon. This is just wonderful. So if you're a fan of cinnamon, I would definitely give this one a try. So that's it for this week, guys. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you on Monday. Oh, and have a great Thanksgiving.